Western Conference Finals last night. Warriors up 2-0 in the series as they visit Dallas for Game 3. Let's go late in the first. Under 10 seconds left in the first. Mavs down 6. Luka Doncic with a long 3 at the buzzer. He's celebrating as he goes back up the court. Mavs trail by 3 after the first. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the second. Warriors down 2. And here's Steph Curry from the corner. Big night for Steph. Turns to see his teammates before the shot even goes through. Curry loving it. Under a minute left in the third quarter now. Warriors are up by 11. Curry, who else? Rattling in the 3 and feeling it after that shot. Golden State was up 10 points at the end of the third. Early fourth now, Mavericks down 12. Doncic doing what he can, driving in for the one-handed dunk. Mavs down 10. But speaking of one-handed dunks, how about this one from Andrew Wiggins? Off the assist from Curry. This was initially called an offensive foul, but the Warriors challenged that, and they overturned it. They called it an awesome dunk, which it was. Warriors win 109-100 to take a 3-0 series lead. After missing the playoffs each of the last 2 years, Golden State is now 1 win away from returning to the NBA Finals for the 6th time in 8 seasons. And according to Caesars Sportsbook, Golden State is the odds-on favorite now to win the championship, which of course makes a lot of sense. They only have to win one more game to get to the finals, where the other series is much earlier. So, JJ, when you look at Golden State, I mean, look, a couple years ago, you kind of felt like maybe it was like a last gasp situation for Steph Curry and this crew. How has this season and this postseason changed the way we should look at the Warriors going forward?
So much of this second window is based on them getting Andrew Wiggins, him being really solid at that small forward position, the development of Jordan Poole, going forward, the development of Kuminga, potentially Wiseman. That has extended this window. I think the interesting thing to just put in context for this season is the amount of injuries in the Western Conference. Of course, Kawhi missed the whole season. Paul George missed a lot of this season. Denver without their second and third best players. And then you look at the singular force teams, the Memphis with Ja Morant, Dallas with Luka Doncic. How do those teams build around their star players this offseason? That is sort of the question marks I have. Can the Warriors have a second window that lasts another 2 or 3 seasons? Absolutely. But there's a lot of question marks there.
I feel like you're getting out some like peak Clippers Western Conference angst from playing your prime with the Clippers in the loaded West. It's like that was your life. It's like this team over here, that team over here.
No, it was just the Warriors. It was just the Warriors.
It was also nice that we put up Mavericks plus 8,000 to win the title. That was polite of us.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Look, the Warriors always said, we want to be the next Spurs. We want to have a 20-year window where we're at the top of the league or near the top of the league. Their first playoff series win with Steph Curry when they beat the Nuggets in 2013 is 9 years ago now. They've put themselves into position to actually fulfill that goal of being the next Spurs. It's going to take a lot from their young guys because this first core is going to age out. But it is really interesting, as JJ said, there's almost 3 different windows now. You had the first iteration that won the title and then lost the finals. Then you have the weird Durant team that nobody really knows what to do with because they were invincible. And now you had that little 2-year blip, and now they're back. And as JJ said, it's Poole and it's Wiggins at age 27, in between the old guys and the young guys, that has become the bridge to whatever the next thing is going to be. It's really remarkable that they're here.
Kind of a perfect bridge, though. I mean, these young guys are playing with, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, who've done all this winning. That can only be beneficial for them, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the corollary here with the Spurs, of course, is, the big three. As they got older, Kawhi becoming a star player, Danny Green becoming such a valuable role player. You need to be able to draft well, get guys on the bargain, as the Miami Heat do over and over again. They do such a good job with player development. The organizations that can do that and have star players, those are the organizations that have extended runs.
Of course, Curry been the star there for so long. We mentioned earlier he's 34. I mean, I don't know how much time he's got left, but another championship this year. What does that do for him and his status in the pantheon?
First of all, the Heat and the Celtics would like us to just hit the brakes a little bit. Maybe the Mavericks.
I hit the brakes 32 minutes ago, very early in the show. I just want to be clear on that.
Let's have them
brakes.
win it first. I'm already getting the shakes about will Steph Curry finally win his Finals MVP discussion and round out his career? That's going to take over the airwaves. Look, what would it mean?
Week.
I don't think Steph needs anything. Steph is already an all-time great player. Would it help? Would it vault him a couple of spots up? Once you get in that pantheon, every little thing helps. But the guy's incredible. And by the way, 34, he looks... He's a little different than he was when he was 27. He still looks incredible. He's a complete unstoppable force, unlike any other in the NBA, with no signs of really slowing down.
Yeah, absolutely. Does he have what he needs to pull? I mean, you said you like the Eastern team. You said regardless, but I mean, this is a guy who can take over.
Let's be clear, health dependent. I mean,
Right.
if the Heat win without Jimmy Butler, I don't think they beat the Warriors. And you need Marcus Smart for the Celtics to be at full strength. I think he's been their most important player throughout this playoffs, and particularly in this series against the Heat. The Warriors can absolutely win the championship. There's a system that they play, and again, it's all centered on Steph Curry, the threat of his shot, the movement they get to score in the paint, him playing out of double teams. They've absolutely destroyed Dallas every time they've double teamed him in this series. To Zach's point and the point about Steph, look, Steph is already one of, I believe, the top 10 or 12 greatest players ever. He's already in that pantheon. Would another championship move him up? Probably, but I don't know that, it would probably take 2 Finals MVPs, 2 more championships for him to be in that conversation with, Michael Jordan and all those other top 5 players.
All right, Warriors.